to my channel once again. I'm your host Dr. Sanay and I'm covering a horrendously shocking crime today. Remember the twisted and terrifying Jennifer Pan case that I covered a few weeks ago? Jennifer Pan, the murder of Vietnamese immigrant parents to Canada, felt that her parents were pressurizing her too much about academic achievements and also that their rules were too hard, so she decided in 2010 to orchestrate a Hollywood-style murder for hire plot to kill both her parents, and while acting like a victim during a home invasion robbery created by her. Drug dealer lover and 3 thugs who were the drug dealer lover's criminal friends. Her mother, Big Hand, was murdered by the thugs and her father survived the attack, and Jennifer and her accomplices got 27 years to life. The link is provided here for you to watch it if you have not still seen my take on Jennifer Pan. Well, this is a similar incident, guys, that I'm presenting to you today, more gruesome, if at all. And it happened in Canada, in the same town of Markham, exactly where Jennifer's parents were attacked. With a fair warning here, guys, that this is not just for any viewer out there, as the details are distressing and quite graphic. Also, this is not for viewers under the age of 18. Thank you. Let's get into it straight away. In 2009, a Markham home massacre happened again, about 10 years after Jennifer Pan's murder drama. In 2019, the killing of 4 family members in Markham, Ontario on Sunday, July 28, 2019, rocked the community. Menhaz Zaman, the 23-year-old son of Bangladeshi immigrants, Menhaz Zaman and Momotaz Begum, slit the throats of his father and mother and grandmother and his sister while they slept. Guys, this was his entire family as he lived in their Markham home with his parents, his 21-year-old sister Melissa, and his grandmother Feroza Begum, who was 70 years old. Menhaz was the oldest son of the 2 children of these Bangladeshi immigrants to Canada, who were determined to give their 2 children a very good and comfortable life, which they themselves had not had back at home while growing up in Bangladesh. They were supposed to be devout Muslims as well. Dad Monirose had established himself as a local taxi driver, and when Mom Momotaz started working in the area of property rental, her mother Feroza, grandma of Menhaz, also emigrated to Canada to help raise the 2 children, Menhaz and his sister Melissa. Things seemed to be going really well for this family. The hard-working parents did not hesitate to work as much as they could to make sure the 2 kids got a good life, a good education, and stable, solid futures. The couple were proud of their roots and made sure their son and daughter were respectful of their Bangladeshi heritage. At the core of their teachings was the importance of family and a strong work ethic. Menhaz and Melissa had been told from their childhood that education and hard work were the foundations of success. By 2019, Melissa was at university. The sister of Menhaz, Melissa, was at university and wanted to be a neurosurgeon. Back to the 23-year-old son, Menhaz now. Menhaz Zaman attended and graduated from Burr Oak Secondary School in Markham, Ontario, and would later attend York University for mechanical engineering before eventually dropping out after his first year. He failed his first year. However, Menhaz did not inform his family that he had dropped out of university, as he did not want to face their disappointment for being a failure. Instead, he pretended to continue to attend lectures 4 days a week, spending his days at a mall which was along the route to his former university, or he would go to a community center gym. Menhaz would spend most of his time at the mall, or if he was at home, he would be playing Perfect World Void, a private server of the online game Perfect World. Or he would be talking with his online friends on Discord. He left the house almost every day to catch the bus and return with the news and stories of his mechanical engineering studies at York University. Guys, he had dropped out of university already. Oh my God. Meanwhile, the clueless parents of Menhaz loved to brag about their son. They were proud of him. They believed he was doing so very well at university, and they were dreaming of the day they would see him working as an engineer in Canada. They would proudly tell everyone that son Menhaz, then 23, was a patient, kind young man who always put his family first, and he was about to graduate with an engineering degree. The hard work of these two Bangladeshi immigrants was all coming to fruition. Well, that's what they believed. Guys, they could not help dreaming. And at community gatherings, even with their neighbors and friends, they always talked about their son, who was a good man and an academic star with a bright future ahead. Other parents in their social circles quietly wished their sons were as straight-laced and reliable as Menhaz. They would tell their kids to be like Menhaz and make us proud. 59-year-old dad Moniruz and mom Momotaz, who was about 50 years old at the time, couldn't wait to attend the graduation of their son and see him collect the scroll he had worked so hard for. So they thought. It is said that by 2018, Menhaz had already lost all faith in his own religion and had turned against Islam, as he felt that nothing was going his way and that God was not helping him. The more his parents drilled religious beliefs and their importance to him, the more Menhaz drew away from them. He had begun to profess atheism, was also making hostile comments against Islam and against Muslims. The parents were clueless about all this. By 2018, Menhaz had been very depressed and generally very, very angry. He claimed online that he was feeling depressed and apostatized to atheism, lost all faith in his religion after he began to fail his courses in his second semester of university. It was 28 July 2019, guys, and it seemed like an ordinary day until the York Regional Police received a call that multiple people were possibly injured in the Markham home. The call from a member of the Discord chat room where Menhaz had posted details of the gruesome crime he had committed. Menhaz Zaman had slit the throats of all 4 of his family members around midnight on Sunday, July 28, the day of his supposed graduation, after having separately attacked them with a crowbar earlier. The victims were Dad Menhaz Zaman, Mom Momotaz Begum, Grandma Firoza Begum, and Sister Menhaz Zaman. When the police arrived at the home, they found a man, later identified as Menhaz Zaman, at the front door. He was taken into custody. He admitted to the killings. In his detailed messages, Zaman had told his online friends, first mom, then granny, then sister, and lastly dad. He wrote, I was shaking the entire day. He allegedly posted details of the deaths, including photos of his dead family members and how they were killed. A picture shared online appeared to show Zaman dressed after showering and holding a knife covered in blood. The conversation ends when Zaman wrote, the police are here. Goodbye. Later on, police would find out that he was very depressed, very ill mentally, and felt cornered and was sad with his parents. He could not tell them that there was no graduation to attend. So he planned to kill them all. He was charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder. Guys, posting and sharing details of killings online is becoming a deadly habit. Cybersecurity expert Daniel Tobok said he wasn't surprised when he heard that the details of the killings of this quadruple homicide committed by Menhaz Zaman had been allegedly shared on an online gaming chat group called Perfect World before and after the murders. There has been an emerging trend in the past 5 to 7 years, said Tobok. What we are seeing today, with a lot of social media platforms, a gateway to have a new way to communicate your message. Have a lot of viewers either commenting or becoming a part of that. Tobok also adds that the world of gaming had exploded over the past few years, and even though most of the online chatter is about gameplay, people have started using it as a platform to discuss more heinous activities. Menhaz was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole for 40 years. He will be around 75 years old, probably, or 70, when he comes out of jail, if he ever gets out. I really don't know, guys, what to say about children who murder their parents. It is so disturbing. It is so frightening. Some say they were tiger parents. I don't know that, guys. And I will never victim blame or victim shame. It's not right. Nobody deserves to die like that. That's for sure. What do you think, guys? Please leave your comments on this quadruple massacre down below in the comments box. Hope you press that subscribe button, guys. Thank you and good night.